Last week's Bible verse was from Isaiah. The Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land and will strengthen your frame. You will be like a well-watered garden, like a spring whose waters never fail. I hope that you have been taking water with you wherever you go and drinking throughout the day. Now let's shift focuses to core work.
Hey friends, I hope you're having a great week. This week we are going to focus on our core and how we can build core work into our run program. Because without a solid core, your stomach muscles, your low back muscles, and your gluteal muscles, your run form will suffer. So if you remember our brace position, our head is neutral, our shoulders are relaxed, they're not rounded forward, and they're not jutting back. Our stomach muscles are on, our low back muscles are firing, and this is going to neutralize our pelvis so that we don't have any tip and we don't have any dip. All right, our glutes are firing, there's a slight bend in the knee, and the quads are firing, and feet are shoulders apart. We want to be about an arm's length away, okay? And what you're going to do is just fall forward, right here. This is actually our run form lean. So if you're using your core, your stomach, your low back, and your glutes, then you are in the perfect position to continue to build strength and then imprint your run form lean. So if you shift all your weight to your left foot, now you're firing extra through the left glute. And this right leg is just hanging here. And what I mean by hanging here is I'm not using my hip flexor muscle, but I'm using my stomach muscle to hold this knee into position. And then I would just let it drop. I would pull it up with my stomach muscle and let it drop. So it's very similar to what happens in your run form as that foot drops down underneath your center of gravity. So doing this several times, just letting that leg fall, firing through your glute, is an excellent idea to implement each day before your run. And then you try it on the other side. So stomach muscles are turned on, glutes are firing, shift all your weight to your right foot. Now the right glute is firing extra strong, and as you lean, you're just going to let that left foot drop. Lift it and let it drop. Lift with your stomach muscles and let it drop. So those are great things to kind of ingrain that firing pattern. What you can also do in this position is some standing plank push-ups. You can lower your body down, push up, keeping that stomach muscle on, that low back muscle firing, and those glutes firing. You can also do standing calf raises in that forward lean. When you're doing a calf raise, you want to make sure you're straight up on your toes. You're not flaring out or flaring in, but the toes are straight forward, so you can use a standing plank push-up type position to build some core strength there. Other ways to build core strength would just be as simple as standing with your feet shoulder width apart, stomach muscles on, low back muscle on, glute firing, and pulling one knee up, finding your balance, all right? Using this lower abdominal, you can lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. And you can do it on the other side. So you switch and lift this foot up, lower. This is really teaching your body how to use your lower stomach muscles to bring that foot up and let it fall down to the ground. Another fun one is if we step one foot forward and we're in that simulated running position again, you can use your stomach muscles and drive your knee up and set it down, up, set it down, up, set it down. One more, good. And let's switch. So the right foot comes forward, the stomach muscles are on, low back muscles are firing, glute is firing, and we're gonna bring it up, down, up, down, up, down. Good job, one more. Excellent. So simple things like this, just teaching your body to be in that forward lean, stomach muscle on, is an excellent way to imprint the right run form lean as well. Another effective core movement to do would be the plank. So a lot of times people don't always have this position right, but it is so effective when done correctly. So I'm gonna show you from two angles. So Braylon, go ahead and get down like in a push-up position. All right, and in this push-up position, her head is neutral, all right? Her stomach muscles are engaged. Her hands are right underneath her shoulders. This is all locked with solid muscles from her pectoral muscles through her back muscles. Stomach muscles on, glutes firing, feet out, squeezing through the glutes and the hamstring. And then you can always drop down to your knees if needed. but you never want this to elevate. Get down into a plank. Your hands are right underneath your shoulder blades. Head is neutral. It's not lifting. It's not bending down. Go ahead, Brilliant. You can stand up. And then when I'm in this position, I'm using my stomach muscles right here to kind of pull in. And I'm using my low back muscles to kind of let that lock, like in a braced position. And then I'm squeezing through my glutes, and all the weight is in my toes and my hands, but I'm squeezing through my glutes and my hamstrings, and my pelvis is super solid because of my strong stomach muscles and low back muscles. So this is a great position to connect in that brace position, but into a plank. From there, you can drop down into a push-up, and you can do like a dip style push-up, like it's called a tricep push-up, where you can come down like that and push up. Whatever you do not let your bottoms pop up in the air, and do not let your bottoms sag down. Always pull those stomach muscles in and hold that perfect alignment.
Have fun implementing this core-focused work this week. And as you do so, think through the Bible verse in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 27. I discipline my body like an athlete, training it to do what it should. Otherwise, I fear that after preaching to others, I myself might be disqualified. So focus on what you can do to improve your body, have fun, and have a great week.